if this is. Let me know, y'all, if y'all see me. I gotta confirm. Baby, I just want this. It's not showing me live right now. Oh no, it is live. It is live. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, now let's get it started. Let's get this party started the right way. We usually start at 8:45. Y'all make sure y'all let me know in the chat. We're gonna get this started. We're gonna get it started the right way. You know? We're gonna get it started the right way. Yeah. Good morning, y'all.
Let me tell you about my ghetto lover. A mother of two and she got 5 brothers. Like no other, you can smell her coming. She smell like cinnamon and cocoa butter. She got a man and that shit above her. Her best friend dumb and dumber. Always out getting drunk and drunk.
Good
They say they
morning.
outside all summer. I caught her walking out the club. I tried to say what's up. She seen my face before she think I'm trying to set her up. She said she had a man and told my ass to get the fuck. But I be damned if I get turned down. Baby, I'm not letting up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I just wanna dance, I just wanna dance, baby. I won't tell on you. I won't tell on you. I just wanna dance. Look, baby, I'm fly, you fly, so we fly together, we might just glide.
Wake
Just
up.
do not deny it, it might be the best thing you ever had if you tried.
Wake
and
up.
she said fine. Her nerves bad, now she tryna get high.
Wake up.
She said if a man found out just like my song, everybody gon' die.
Hey.
I gave her the bonus, sent her home. Mom young, her boyfriend overgrown. She
Okay.
in his face, she feeling bad because
I hope y'all ready.
took her soul. And she a little slow. She gave him access to a phone. Her ass got beat, now word on the street. That nigga tryna get me gone. Baby, I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance, baby. I won't tell on you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Clearly here. It's early, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. We had to get right. You know, we gotta start off with the vibes. We had to start out with the vibes. You know, we want to start off with the vibes. You know, I ain't even gonna do y'all like that. Good morning, though. Good morning. Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Is the volume on? It's been a while. It's been a while. Damn, it's been a while. I think I seen the last time I was on was in November, y'all. So we back. Let me know if the camera not hitting, if the angle's not hitting. Let me make sure we get it right. I was supposed to have some tea up here. Let me go get my water real quick. In the meantime, let's listen to what they got going on Schwab. We're gonna be doing a little bit of talking about everything, life topics. I'm gonna just try to mix what the overall goal of SHiTV was just to mix my creativity with a little bit of finance to show you how to make some money to survive in this world. So we're just gonna be trying to mix a little bit of everything, showing more again like I used to back in the day. You know, that's when I was a lot more prouder of myself on here. A little bit more consistent I was, for sure. I gotta clean these glasses. I was more consistent, so I'm trying to get back there. I'm trying to show y'all some good stuff. So the goal is to be on here every morning, Monday through Friday. Every morning, Monday through Friday. We'll do the morning bell at 9:30. I'll stay on for like an additional 15 minutes. So I'll probably start every day between 8:30. You know, if I get, you know, if I'm feeling it, I'll start at 8. But 8:30 usually, just to get the technicalities going, to about 9:45, 10. I got other things I got to do too today. So, and then, you know, we'll just keep adding to this and more vibes, more everything, right? Right now, y'all see, you know, I'm gonna always have something playing in the background because this is just a lot going on. There's a lot of things I need y'all to see. I got some earning stuff I want to share today. you know, we could talk about some interesting. I actually got my hands on the World Cup brand deck PDF, so I mean, I don't know if I should show that, but um, I love getting my hands on stuff like that so I can kind of review what's going on. But yeah, let's see what they got going on over here.
NBC Aviation buying 100 737 MAX jets. Philippine Airlines commitment for 20 787 deliveries. News on Air Force One is still set for 2028 delivery. They're warning of some higher costs. Nothing new there. Also, deals coming up with several Hexcel, which is one of their lightweight composite partners. They've got long-term deals. A lot of business being done here, but think about it. Boeing traded $446 in March of 2019. A lot of it's been down ever since then. Water, but since those two crashes in 2019, and they currently have 695 billion in order backlog, 6,100 jets. But the key, and Kelly Ortberg will confirm this, they need to get their balance sheet healthy. They need to deliver planes with brings in cash, which allows them to pay off debt and become a healthier airline. They're, the FAA is about to certify the 737-7 and 10, so that'll be more good news. They're upping production. A lot of good news coming out of Boeing, but expect, Diane, this week, a lot of headlines in aviation because of this Farnborough Air Show.
It does look, I mean, they're crossing fast and furious this morning for Boeing. Glad you called out that FAA. I'm seeing that in a Reuters report that they're expecting certification for that 737 MAX 7 and 10 aircraft. It looks like there are tailwinds here. Is some of this also wait and see for Boeing in terms of the price action?
Sure. A lot of people expected Boeing to snap back much sooner than it has, but the FAA has been really all over them. Now they have earnings coming out July 28th, so that will be another big event. But Kelly Ortberg, with an engineering background, moving to Seattle and being in the plant, he's overseeing all the production now from an engineering perspective, not a sales perspective.
My man just talking too much, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. But let's, I don't even like talking too much about the nasty things going on in this world, but it is gonna create opportunities for us to, and I did not wipe my glasses when I walked over there. It's gonna create opportunities for us to buy, for real. It really is. So that's definitely something we want to pay attention to. Although I don't like to be, I don't like to be like the negative, but when there is war, especially with this war, the price of oil is going to be shifting. I don't want to recommend any specific. Let's see. Let me look at my Google. That's another thing I wanted to show y'all. I don't know if I can show y'all on here, but if you have a Google account, a Gmail account, maybe even if you don't, you should be able to use Google Finance Beta. And within Google Finance Beta, you can have like a watch list. Like you see this little button. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Slightly delayed on my end, so I just want to make sure that y'all are seeing what I'm seeing. But pretty much you can come here on Google and keep the thing right here just so I can see what y'all looking at. So you can come here on Google, create your portfolio. Like you can come up here and search Apple and the Apple. So you click into it and then you'll just hit like add to list. Hopefully it's not adding to my list because I already have a list. So boom, it's gonna try to ask for my Gmail. So you got to be signed into your Gmail for it to work. But boom, pretty much you just hit add to list, and then your list will start building here on the side. I have my own list. That's why this is not signed into me right now. So obviously that's showing why my list isn't building. But I'll give y'all a quick little before we get into it. This is one that I'm looking at for oil. For real. I got in at like 154. You know, I kind of just felt like we weren't done with the shenanigans. Or our boy wasn't done with the shenanigans. I feel like the camera's very top tight. We gotta fix that on the next one, but it's okay. We're gonna let it rock for this one, cause I just want to dance. That was actually a great opening song, if y'all ask me. I don't know. I don't feel like we got enough credit for opening them with that song. Is it blurry? Y'all can't see me, fam? Hold on. No, ain't no way it's this blurry. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, y'all. This has been one hell of a kickoff to the live stream. I'm so sorry, y'all. Another thing, we got the camera crew got to get together. Production crew 243, let's get it together. Now that y'all can see me for real, yes. We're back. Welcome to SHiTV. Starting over like we never left. But yeah, this is one that I'm kind of I'm watching VDE. It's not something I recommend to jump in at the height of finding out that we got more strikes happening. But yeah, and I guess people ask me all the time, right? Because I've been talking about this investor stuff, and we gotta make sure we put a 9:15 alarm to make sure, because we have to make sure every morning that we make it to the bell. We can't be late. I don't want to be clicking on to the site and the bell's being rang as we're clicking on. I want to make sure it's going to be like a moment for us. So the goal is always to get to the bell, but sometimes we'll talk and we'll get into other avenues. Today I don't have anything but finance stuff to talk about because I feel like we're just in a getting money season. I guess we'll dabble over some what they call bullshit, but we'll see. We will see. Yahoo is on. Bloomberg is on. But yeah, people ask me all the time, what is the ETF? And this is one of them. And I think that I need to start doing this myself too, but I feel like sometimes we ask like simple questions that we should be like taking the time to go search. Even here, give me an overview of VDE. Like, you don't have to ask anybody much anymore. AI is now giving you a full overview, and if you want something more simplified, you just ask it. Can you my bad, y'all don't know how to spell. Simplify this for a elementary. Look at that, you don't even know how to spell. School kid. Let's see. I've never tried this, but let's see how good the simplification. Okay, imagine you have a giant toy box, but instead of random toys, it only holds things related to power and energy. Okay, like toy gas trucks, tiny solar panels, and little oil rigs. The Vanguard Energy Index Fund is exactly like that toy box, but for grown-ups and their money. There we go. What is in the box? Let's talk about what's in the box of this Vanguard ETF. There's 111 different companies that help provide power to the world. This includes gas and oil companies like ExxonMobil, Chevron, etc. Drilling companies. So it's kind of like really breaking it down, sharing the risk. If one company in the box has a bad day, then it's okay because the other over 100 others that might be having a great day. So, yeah. So I think in society, let's start cutting out And I know sometimes it just happens, or you just blurt out, well, "What's that?" or "What's," you know. Save the energy for the real big questions. Because even if I explain it to you one way, it doesn't fully mean you're going to understand it that way. So get the information how you need to get it. The help is literally here. As you can see, I just showed y'all. I literally just showed y'all how easy it is, how it breaks it down. You can continue on and ask more questions, but you know, I always recommend people buy low, sell high. That's just what I say. Buy low, sell high, strike when it's low. You know, I'm not going to give the cliche stuff that everybody else says, but yeah, y'all can figure that out. Let's see what they talking on Schwab. Nah, not even Schwab. Let's go to Yahoo Live. I need to take off my search history here. Y'all gonna be locking in. Y'all gonna be locking in and peeping what's in my search history. All right, let's get through this commercial break real quick. Gotta love a commercial break, y'all. Gotta love a commercial break. All right, 2 commercial breaks. Ain't nothing worse than, YouTube is just getting carried away now. It's pretty much like watching cable now. It's just very interesting how we as a society went from like loving cable to hating cable. It is earnings week. It is earnings week. Yes, we got some big ones. I actually have a chart to show y'all. Is it too early to show y'all the earnings week calendar? I actually kind of stole this calendar. Let's see. Let's pause this music, because if we're going to listen to music, y'all know what music we finna listen to. But I did, where's the earnings thing? Let's see. I did steal this thing here. See if I can make it a little bit smaller, because it's kind of big. But I stole this little imagery right here. Hold on, give it a second to load, y'all. Goddamn, it's only me. It's not a whole crew here. It's only me. Let's see, there's a little fixed version here. But yes, I stole this little earnings calendar here so that I could share with y'all. We have Domino's in the building. That is reporting earnings. AMC. I don't know what's up with the hiccups. We do have jobless claims and new home sales data at the end of the week. So we'll my bad, y'all. I'm trying to get the one crew, one take John over here. I'm trying to get the Bloomberg Live ready so that once we transition over to the bell, we got it there. It's just waiting for us, I'm just trying to have it set for y'all. So that when we get to that. But yeah, anyways, who we got? Damn, why? I got rid of. I didn't get rid of. Why can't you see the? Oh, there we go. All right, so this week we got Domino's, AMC, Raynar. Sorry, y'all can't really see this. The craziest real day is gonna be Wednesday, because we got AT&T, we got Tesla, we got Google, we got IBM, we got Texas Instruments, we got. Sheesh, I can't even see some of these. ServiceNow, that's actually been a big one that a lot of people have been talking about. I'm gonna be watching them too. GE, a part of the division of GE, Nokia on Thursday. Oh my God, y'all, can we talk about Nokia though? Like, can we talk about how right I was about Nokia years later, and how I should have been a millionaire just based off Nokia, but I wasn't. I guess I didn't fully believe in myself. I did, and I sold shares too early. I sold shares way too early. I put my phone on silent, y'all. A lot going on. sold my Nokia shares. Let's see. I can show y'all we can go over charts. It's plenty of time to go over charts. But yes, I believed in Nokia in 2020, 2021. Before they even changed like this new little logo that they got, I don't even think I could point to y'all, but this little new Nokia logo that they got up here, I believed in them before they went that way. So, but I think that sometimes we need to realize, just even as new investors or smaller investors, that like, the cutoff is really throwing me off. Let's see if we can fix this. Yes, that way I can like stretch and my head isn't being cut off. Like, that would really bother me if I was watching. I don't know. Y'all may not be as bothered, but like, I hate to just like stretch and like. But yeah, sorry. When it comes to your strategy, you have to build a strategy, and when you do your deep dives and you've figured out all your information, stick to what you've discovered, right? Don't start. Sometimes things take a little bit longer to play out than you would expect or that you would hope, and that's just part of the market. Like, a lot of it is rigged. So it's nothing to be surprised about. So you may be like, oh, how is this not happening right now? Like, and unfortunately, it's just the market is in a different control, and it just may take a little bit of time. So I was off on Nokia by, I had said 2025, and it came to fruition in 2026. Like, I think the highest it hit like 14. It went from like $3, $4 to 14. It's a $10 increase over a handful of years. So if I would have respectfully put 5-10 grand into Nokia, we would have been singing a different tune right now. I probably would have been in DR. The background would have been Dominican Republic. But it's okay, because there's plenty of opportunities in this world, and that's what I do love about just the finance world. And that's what's always kind of intrigued me, is that like, there's plenty of opportunities. I'm not taking money out of I don't know. Oh shoot. My bad. I just came across a message that I'm like, what? It's crazy when people get put on blast. You just start being like, oh snap. Oh, someone got put on blast this morning. I thought it was my niece, but it wasn't. It was someone that had a similar name to my niece, so it caught my eye. I feel like I gotta wake us back up. I feel like we may not be, because it's really about the vibes. Like, that's what we got to keep, the vibes high. So, before we transition into the next, let's get right. Because that's the only way we're going to get to it, is by always just getting right in between. You feel me? So let's get right. Let's get right, y'all. Okay. Every time we do this, we're going to have to do the globe with it.
Let me tell you about my ghetto lover. Mother of two, and she got 5 brothers.
Okay,
like no
hold up. Put a little intermission, y'all. Dumber. Okay, this is gonna allow me to get right, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. can't go too crazy because it's like I also don't know if you know, we're gonna get pulled. We might get pulled. Let me move this over here so y'all can see just a little bit better. Okay, maybe we can move just a little bit over because you don't really need me side piecing. Okay, who we got? So I said Tesla's reporting this week. So I just wanted to look over their stuff, and yo, also look at like all the lit stuff that like Google Finance is just doing for you nowadays. Like, you have analysis ratings right here, like even down to the people. Like, you can literally look these people up. Like you could, I guess you could probably look up how accurate they'd be or what their success rate is. They have earnings information. Usually they have a call, like whatever the most recent call is, and then you can like literally tap into the call. Like, you can listen to the call. Let's see who reported this morning. Okay, so Domino's reported before earnings. So before Domino's Pizza. If y'all haven't seen my great work with Domino's Pizza in the past, I might be able to show it. I might have the. All right, in a second. So we can go here. We can literally live. Let's tap in. Is it talking? I don't hear nobody. Y'all hear something? We might be a little late. See, sometimes you gotta be. Let's see. Let's refresh. Let's just see what's going on. Sometimes it could be a little. They don't want us to have this info, so they're gonna make it a little difficult. All right, how do I get into this call? Listen. I don't know if this thing's just acting slow. Listen. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but usually you're supposed to be able to hear it. Let's see. No, still can't hear nothing. But this is where you come to hear it. It's probably because we're on live. This is where you would come to hear it. I need to actually get a bell. It's 9 a.m., y'all. Wake up. I know some of y'all are at work. I know some of y'all are rolling over y'all beds. Welcome to me in the morning. Let's see. Make sure y'all drop in the comments. Make sure y'all hit the like button on this. Make sure y'all say what's up in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know you tapped in. And we'll just keep hitting. All right, so look, this is already telling us, and I guess it's still giving us an opportunity to listen. But it's not. It is, but it ain't. But the revenue beat, EPS missed. And let's see what the stock is doing pre-market. Let's see. Alright, because the market's not open yet. So let's look at some pre-market numbers. So I guess you can join the call. So look, the market be moving even when it's not open for regular people like me and you. So it's always good to like know that. And it's also good to know that if you don't have a pre-market trading account, like let's say you bet the stock to go up $10, if it's up $10 in pre-market, when it opens, if even if you hit the sell like before a thing, it's gonna sell at whatever the open market price is. So you always want to hope that pre-market, buying pressure or selling pressure stays as is if it like benefits you. Because just because it's up in pre-market doesn't mean it's gonna open at this level. So that's always good to be mindful, y'all, because I had to learn the hard way. I used to think But this boy's running. Let's see what it opens at the bell. This boy's running. Let's see if we. I want to see if we can join the call. Oh, we have to sign in. Join now to listen to the call live and access real-time updates. Okay, so you just gotta trade a damn email and a sign-in just to get the information that you're looking for, which is all right. That's not that bad of a trade-off to be all up in this company's business. So we have, who else is today? AMC. Y'all remember when AMC was like? AMC was disgusting at one point in 20. Jesus Christ. Wow. This is nasty. That's nasty. Nasty work, AMC. Which I've actually, has anybody seen the Odyssey movie? Because I feel like there's been a lot of hype on the Odyssey movie. There's been a lot of hype in a lot of movies. Let's see, did they beat? They beat EPS by 336%. It's crazy. Revenue beat 6%. Let's see what they talk.
On Earth comes even close. And these auditoriums are so popular. They represent only about 8% of our total screen count. But for the Odyssey this weekend, for example, they generated more than 50% of our total ticket gross for the film.
Told y'all about the Odyssey.
IMAX especially performed fabulously well with the Odyssey. Chris Nolan's epic movie was filmed entirely with IMAX cameras, and our IMAX auditoriums are just packed right now. That's a real triumph for both IMAX and for AMC. It's no surprise then why AMC and Odeon are so committed to further increasing the number of our PLF and XLF screens.
People are looking for more of an experience right now. They're calling it the analog. I don't know if that's just out there in the world or if like people are really yearning for that. But it's a thing. So more people are going out to the movies now. I mean, I personally know a handful of people that have like AMC memberships. So it's becoming a thing, like to want to go out. I mean, I've already said it multiple times to people, like I want to go see the movies. Like I want to go to the movie theater. So I don't know. Are you like a person who likes watching movies in the house, or like when they do those 70mm style movies? Like I want to go see that in the movie theater. Like the difference and the perspective. So maybe AMC has some legs here. I mean, they beat. I don't even want to look at pre-market. I mean, the stock's $1.94 right now. Let's see, AMC pre-market. Let's see. If it goes up, it's probably nothing crazy. But let's see, you never know. Pre-market. This bad boy is up 225 from 194. It's like, but I wouldn't tell people to chase this, man. I'll never tell people to chase stuff like this. Stuff like that is finito. I gotta start having these music options lined up. Finito. I just hit the gas. Alright. Let's see. Who else we got this week? Let's see. Who else we got this week? What's important for y'all? Did we got this Bloomberg ready? Bloomberg is ready to go. Let's see what they talk. Let's see what they talking about on Bloomberg in a little bit. We got Ali Financial, 3M. 3M was big during the during the what they call it, the Panzemi. Let's see what they're talking about.
Right before Iran war, it was all deflationary. 50% of white-collar jobs.
You know, one thing that bothers me when I watch these news things, and maybe it's just the ones I'm watching, right? But like, and it really motivates me to like continue doing this, is that there's no representation of us, or not a lot of representation of us on these stages. And you know, I just always love just like looking on the other side of the camera and seeing that it's someone that looks like me, or that I feel like I can relate to just by like looking at them, or like I feel like I know them because they may look like someone that I know. Or not to say that I don't know anybody that looks like this Mayo guy, but he seems like European.
No disrespect, in one of my smaller ones, the peak of AI, maybe the bullishness I sense there. Nothing can go wrong.
Ozone,
AI revolution, etc., etc. So
yeah,
in New York,
he's like European.
I expect that to be questioned a lot more. Some positions have been washed out a lot.
He's European guy. Shout out to the Europeans. Let's look at Bitcoin too. I feel like Bitcoin been kind of like, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not here today to tell y'all what to look at. We just kind of just getting it popping and getting back in the flow of things. And I should have went live on my TikTok. Let's go live on TikTok because we haven't been on TikTok in a minute. There's a lot of sorry, my friends are in like these group chats, and fortunately for them, they get a lot of information. So, financial information.
So you never gonna work out.
Let's see. Let's get to the right page. If y'all don't know, we on TikTok. But I don't know if like this is the right. I mean, we are talking financial stuff. So I've recently been able to go live on my how do you flip the camera on? I've been granted the access to go live on my, so we're gonna go live. Let's see. I'm gonna call this Morning Bell. Add a title. Morning Bell. Let's get it. We're gonna go live on TikTok. We live, but but the thing is, unfortunately, TikTok can't see like all the chart stuff that I put on the It can't see all the chart stuff that I put on the screen, but it's all right. So if you see me looking here, there's just other cameras set up, and then I still got the one-man team here. I still got the overall monitor here giving me the graphics that I put on the screen, not here, but on my live here, over here on YT. I don't want to say the names, but welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Let me how do I put the comments? Let's see, comment section. What a comment section. Oh, maybe I can't comment yet. We gotta earn that. Okay, I guess we gotta earn the swipe for the interactions. Oh, okay, set a little. All right, hold on. I'm learning a bunch of new things here. Let's pin some roses. Let's get some roses going. Let's get into the my bad. I'm still learning how to use this, y'all. Quick invites. Okay, they want to do invites. Welcome to the channel. Alright, this thing is taking up too much of my time. But we got a good connection. Alright. So eventually I'm gonna put the tube on here. Let's see. Eventually I'm gonna put the information down here at the bottom. We're gonna have a little bar. I forgot to pay attention to the battery life on my damn camera. Cause it's either I give up the battery life here or I give up the battery life on the cam. Let's see. Let's add some battery life to the cam, y'all. Because obviously that's more important. That's obviously more important, right? So let's do that. Let's get some juice going there. Maybe I might be able to do something here. But for now we'll chill. I truly don't even need this. Shout out to everybody watching though. If any. Alright. Now we're back, right? We're here, we're live. Let's talk some more. Very close to opening the bell. We got about like 18 minutes till opening bell, which is the main reason why we're here, y'all. I'm a little worried that Bloomberg ain't on, but right now we're listening to Mr. Deutsche Bank, right? Big banks, if you don't know, one of the big banks in this world, big money, big bags, All right, stocks edge up on positive. What's the positive news? Like, you know what I've really learned to like start to hate? Headlines. The way people be just gassing their headlines. It's like, I feel like we've gotten so accustomed to people lying. And like we're accepting of it. That the headlines like just be lying. Like the other day I woke up and I had a alert from my phone from Google saying that KD got traded from the Houston Rockets. And it's like, then when I went into the article and there was nothing, not one thing in the article that supported that headline. And it's just like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, is this the best we can do? It's like, it's getting crazy. Microsoft laying people off. We're in an interesting world. And did y'all see with China? They talking about China's trying to get gold price up to like 30,000 for gold price. Like the way that they're trying to like stronghold these materials, it's actually very interesting. And I always ask myself, like, what's life gonna be? Like, what will life be like with gold at $30,000? What will life be like with silver at some type of price that we're not used to? Like, and that's what I always. What's up? Welcome in. We here. We just talking morning bell. We got 15 minutes to the bell. Opportunities to make money right now. We got a lot of stocks reporting earnings this week. Sorry, y'all, if I feel like I'm just kind of like repeating myself. I got to make sure I go across the room. Everybody got to get some love, you feel me? Everybody got to get some love. How do I say hi, though? Everybody got to get some love. We just got to be a little bit more consistent with this, We haven't been here in a while, so, And it was like random. I don't even think people knew to come check me out, but... Let's look at this Netflix thing. I'm actually, let's disclosure here. I'm a Netflix investor. Very big, happy Netflix fan here. I love the Netflix stock. I think that the Netflix stock has crazy potential. Let's look at what we're talking here. 68. I'm not even gonna lie. I love it at 68. All right, that's the bell for the 15 minutes for the morning bell. Shout out to everybody. I do like Netflix, but I am a little worried here. Are we at 52-week low? Netflix kind of shot of the past month, hitting a new 52-week low following its second quarter earnings report. The primary catalyst for the negative price action were softer than expected third quarter revenue guidance and a controversial decision to scale back quarterly viewership data disclosure. Sentiment suggests near-term consolidation as analysts project decelerating top-line growth. You know, let's you know, I'm not gonna hear it, but like you could take this whole earnings report and put it into the AI and have AI give you, you know, a full breakdown on like whether, you know, it's worth investing into. You know, we got some weak guidance. Let's see. Software been a Q3 guidance of 12 billion, falling short of Wall Street's estimate of around 13. It's crazy that they say like 12 billion is falling short, but so the reason why they say 12 billion is falling short for Netflix is because when you're investing in a stock, when people are investing in stocks, it's for the future of it. It's not for today. So that's why sometimes you see like the world is burning, but people are still investing in stocks. What up, y'all? Welcome to the channel if y'all haven't. Right? The world is burning, but people are still investing in stocks. But that's only because it invites you to co-host. What do I co-host? Sure. What's this? Oh, what just happened? I want to make some bread. If you use any of these, don't need me to. I don't even know what the hell I just did, y'all. What did I just do, y'all? How did they just get me? How did they just get me? What the hell? No, I don't even know. How do I get... Dog just finessed me, man. Shout out to my dog. My dog just found his way on my channel. And I don't even know how to take this thing off anymore. Can some of y'all help me? Can somebody help me right now? I don't know how to take this shit off. Oh my God. Oh my God, what are we doing? My bad. I'm like so distracted right now because now this dude is just on my live. And now it looks like... Don't send nothing to this person because I don't know who the hell this is. I'm trying to figure this out. How the hell did I do this? Yeah, nah. See, we need a... No, like, how do I take this off, y'all? Tell me if you're like... I don't even know what I'm doing right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know how to take this off. Alright, so let me... No, I don't want to promote. Okay, so can y'all help me take this damn thing off my live? Damn, what the hell? Technology, y'all. I was able to mute it. Alright, let me get back on live, y'all, because this is... I don't know how to take this shit off. And it's actually bothering me now. It's bothering me so much that, like, I don't even know how, like, why would I... Nah, this shit is so scammy, son. Limit access. Alright. Now that my focus is back, I don't know what the hell that was. Wait, it's still on live. What the fuck? I don't know what that was. So let's try to do that again. No, I don't want to resume that live. We're going to do a whole new live because that was weirdness. Sorry, y'all. That was weird. I don't know what I had agreed to, but I agreed to something. So now that we're back, I don't know what that was. That was I done got finessed, y'all, and it's okay. We're back. We're here talking about Netflix. So yeah, this is my recommendation for y'all. If y'all want to know if Netflix is worth the buy, let's see what Netflix is. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We got 8 minutes till market opens, but I like Netflix, like new 52-week low, and I'm not just saying. I mean, I am an investor in Netflix. I'm not sitting here acting like clueless, but like I like these prices, and I wouldn't mind like a 65. But I really still think that the future of Netflix, I really feel like there's definitely opportunity there for Netflix. In my opinion. In my opinion, there's opportunity for Netflix, and it's a sleeper for me. But everybody has their own opinions, y'all. So my bad. I'm just looking for the right channel to kind of put us on, get us right. Let's see what they talking over here on Schwab.
So it can be hard to digest, what subsector
Welcome
is
to
going to perform.
To the TikTok live. Whoever's in here, what's up?
That's how we're playing AI.
Calls can be
Obviously, we want to be
and bring
invested
more
in it.
views to
Obviously,
your live. That's where I messed up.
there.
I accidentally put in
But
a
trying to
co-host
pick
last
exactly
time.
every winner and loser
No,
is
easy money drop. No,
becoming
get
more
away.
difficult.
Get
What I
away.
would
I
say
don't
is you
want
do
you
need
to
to pay
co-host
attention
because
to
I wasn't able to
valuation.
take that
The
off.
higher
Man.
valuation
I don't
a
know what
company
that was,
has,
man.
it doesn't mean that it's set
You had
to
me.
decline, but it just means that the
You had
margin
me.
of error
I
is
ain't gonna lie,
greater.
you had me.
There's just not that safety net. So I think you just
Yeah, I
want to
know I
watch
ain't getting none of
your
them
position
funds, so I
sizing
can't have you on there.
on companies that have kind of run up. Maybe not sell them
There's
all.
another
Like I said,
ETF,
position sizing,
State
and then,
Street.
like you said, maybe even moving towards neutral.
There's so many ETFs. The
this
biggest
space
thing to pay
is
attention
prudent
with
right
the
now.
ETFs
But
is, I would say, is knowing which ones are charging you fees, overly charging you fees on the ETFs. Overly charging you fees. I'm always a fan of Vanguard. State Street, cool. I'm also in QQQ. A lot of stuff that's already up, so I wouldn't recommend to. One thing I have learned, right? No matter when you get in, or just paying attention to the market, or just don't just jump in right away. Like I always say, like for people, it's good to let the market play out. If you see that all the charts are on the top, like let it come down. It's okay. You're not gonna miss anything. It will come down and then eventually it will go back up. It's just kind of how the market just flows. Like it's kind of how the market flows. So it goes up and it comes down. That's why I always say buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. That's just kind of like a thing that I always say to myself, at least, right? Cause what do I know? What do I know? I'm just here with enough free time to be online, right? I'm really excited for this bell. Like I feel like I gotta have the baby chief ready to be playing. I gotta have it all ready, right? Because it's the morning bell. We gotta dance it out for the morning bell. Oh, hold up. Y'all see it? Countdown to the morning bell. Next up. So Schwab is a platform that I use to trade. Look at that. We got another alarm. There's plenty of platforms to trade, which I may go back to making Cash App investing videos. You can invest on Cash App. You can invest on Robinhood. You can invest on TD Ameritrade, TD Ameritrade, Schwab, Webull. There's so many different, depending on who, people have like little sign up links, so they might recommend you, Webull, and like there's a couple funny people that I don't want to show them on the first day, but there's a couple people that's like, come on, bro. There's one specific guy that I'm gonna do a video on, not because like, not on some hating things. I just feel like he could still do what he doing, just in a not so like predatory form, man. Like I just feel like, I don't know. I just hate when it's like we're just pushing like sign up for this, or you don't want to miss out on this chance, so you should sign up, and so you could be a join our group so you could be a millionaire investor. And it's just like, no, don't want to join your group. The reality is, not all of us are going to cut through. But I think that with that reality, not all of us are going to cut through. But even if you know someone or you've helped somebody cut through, that is just as strong as you cutting through yourself. So don't feel like you always have to be the millionaire. You could be a 500,000-aire and know a millionaire. Don't beat yourself up, and then still have access to the things that millionaire has without having that millionaire overhead. So always keep that in mind. Like, let's stop looking at others and thinking like we need that or I deserve that. And sure, we all do deserve the finer things in life. But what I'm trying to say is that you can be just as successful if you help a millionaire. Just don't get finessed now. Don't turn into a slave now, right? It's a very fine line. What's up? Shout out to everybody on TikTok right now. Let me know what's up, how you feeling in the comments, man. Drop a rose on your boy. Say what's up, what you investing in. What interests you, or what do you want to know about in the financial world? Do you want to make money? Are you making money? Do you need to know where to sign up to be able to invest? Like, let me know in the comments. All right, let me know. Let's see. Anybody want to come on as a guest? What's up? Let me invite. Come on as a guest. Talk to me. We got 2 minutes into the bell. I'm gonna shut up real soon, because right now soon it's gonna be we're gonna only talk about the bell. What's up? Shout out to everybody on live. I'm not even paying attention to YouTube right now because Mustard. Shout out to Mustard. What's up? You wanna invest in mustard, or you wondering, you like mustard? You like mustard? Talk to me. You want to come on as a guest? We got to do the morning bell. We can do the morning bell together. We got 2 minutes to countdown. Damn, y'all can't even see the countdown. Hold on. I'm covering the countdown. Oh no, y'all can see it a little bit. I'm capping. Y'all can see the countdown. I'm capping. We tapping into the countdown. You want to invest? Yes to what? You want to invest in mustard? Because there is a mustard company you can invest in, Heinz. You want to invest in Heinz? Invest in Heinz. We got 2 minutes to the bell.
Obviously, there has been this sort of story playing out here on Wall Street
morning bell.
Many of the analysts are putting these Mag 7 names into two sort of
ready.
buckets, whether you're vertically integrated or not. Obviously, Microsoft not having its own chip, but looking to deploy and commit to AMD here in the
GPU
mustard.
CPU okay,
market.
I like
okay,
mustard.
You said
What
the
you
race
like
is on.
on?
The race is also on.
I like
if
mustard
you're
on my
Alibaba
burgers.
here, which is right now
I like
seeing a
mustard
new
on.
AI
I
model
haven't
that's
had
trying to
hot
at
dog in a
least
while,
attempt
but
to
I do
take
like
on
mustard on hot dog. I
Anthropic.
haven't
So
put
walk us through the
mustard
details
on
there and what, of course,
on
it
my
means
sandwiches
for
recently.
Alibaba as well as these other Chinese
Mustard really
ADRs, as
hit.
you mentioned.
After it launched its latest model, this is the Quen 3.8 Max.
So
the
we got the
company
air
is
strikes
saying that
happening,
it's
and
second
we have
only now
futures
to
are jumping
Fable's,
higher.
I should say Anthropic's Fable 5.
Just to let y'all know, this
so
is how
this is
it
obviously
goes
the latest
sometimes.
model that we're seeing coming out of
This is just
China.
how it goes sometimes.
Developers can now access this, apparently, the new model through Alibaba's coding platforms. It also is obviously looking to take
all right, before we hit the morning bell,
Kimi K3.
Before we hit the morning bell, right? Because this is gonna be a day we make money today, all right? That's what I want for everybody. Make money today. Just know, enjoy your day, regardless whether you make money or you don't. We're gonna be here tomorrow. Regardless whether you make money or you don't, we're gonna be here. I'm your moral support. I'm your mental support, and I'm your friend to get you through this financial. And we'll talk about other stuff too, y'all. Let me know in the comments. It don't always got to be about this stuff, but I need to get y'all right in the morning while y'all at work, while y'all going about y'all day. Y'all need to be trying to make money. So we got 30 seconds to the morning bell, y'all.
Unnerve the markets last Friday.
We got 30 seconds,
really
y'all.
Questioning these
market
perceptions about what China is doing.
Get off the screen.
Even it is
Get
now
off the screen.
reportedly looking to prepare to go public as early as
Oh,
the
they're
next
not
6
gonna
months,
show it.
likely to be in Hong Kong, Jenny.
Okay, thank you so much, Sam, for the breakdown here ahead of the open. Appreciate it. Now, of course, here it's time for the opening bell.
Let's go. Let's get us there. 5 seconds. We're bringing our own bell in here. Let's get right. It's time to make money. It's time to make money.
Okay, let's take a look at where markets are opening today. As we're actually
it's time to make money. It's time to make money, y'all. The bell's here. This is what right here. 15 minutes left in the live, y'all. Still less than 15. We made it, y'all. Let's hit a thumbs up. Let's see when Netflix opened up. So, she see my face before she think I'm trying to set her up. She said she had a man and told my ass to get the fuck, but I be damned if I get turned down. Maybe I'm not. Okay, that's my bad. I can't give y'all too much. I don't wanna. Let's see.
We'll start off with the move that we are seeing in Domino's Pizza, which I read these numbers. I was like, this could go either way.
Domino's, so
at
Netflix
least as
is
it stands
popping
right
off.
now, we are up almost 7% here as the market reacts pretty positively to what was still, some sluggish same-store sales growth, but revenue holding up relatively well.
So
it's better than expected for both revenue.
Sorry, y'all. This is gonna throw me off while I'm talking, but to finish off here, right? I want to show y'all one that I called, which was Nokia. Nokia stock. I really believed in it heavy, like 2020. Like I was talking about it, 321. I had over 100. I think I had like 200 shares at one point, and I was supposed to keep building on the momentum. And year to date, it went through there. It went through there all the way up to 14. What's this? Why is it showing it like that? No, don't show me like that. See, you also have to make sure you're on the right ticker symbol. Right, the US, right? I was on the wrong one. So make sure we're paying attention to that. Make sure you're on the right ticker symbol, y'all. Because I'm stuck at home with no food, my dad. Please. Okay, yeah, no doubt. We sending the Cash App expeditiously. How much you want, brother? $271. Let's send them 5, y'all. Send them 5 bones, y'all. $1 each, 5 people. Let's get them there. All he needs is $271. I can't put your Cash App on the YouTube live, but it's here on the TikTok. Oh, now he's short $3. He's short $3, y'all. He went from short from $271 to now short from $3. Wow, we got some scams going on in this world, but it's okay, y'all. Get it how you can get it. That's what I always tell people. Get it how you can get it. Because clearly. Shout out to everybody here in the TikTok live. Shout out to everybody joining today, right? This was randomly off the Humboldt. I got to work on getting the graphics on behind the scenes here on the TikTok, but we've been doing great on the YouTube. Let's see what we got. Let's see, they're still talking about Domino's, but I don't think Domino's the one to be talking about. Let's see, ServiceNow is reporting this week, and I kind of want to take a chance on them because a lot of people, but I bet you they don't even make money. Let's see. Actually, net income. Actually, they seem a little bit profitable. Hold up. And they're not at an all-time high. I always love when something's not at an all-time high. That's when I get intrigued. So I'll probably be doing a ServiceNow rundown at some point. In the next 24 hours, because they report on Wednesday, I believe. ServiceNow reports on Wednesday. Let's see. Let me double check now just to make sure I'm not feeding y'all. Where's ServiceNow? Or was it Friday? My bad. Oh no, it is Wednesday. So ServiceNow is on Wednesday. So if you want to invest in ServiceNow, I'm not a financial advisor, but there's what they call opportunity there. So let's flash the earnings. Let's flash the earnings thing on the screen for real quick, since we're not here for too long. Let's flash that on the screen. Not here for much longer. Sorry, y'all. I'm bouncing back and forth from all the views that we have. Right, I got the camera here. Yeah, we're doing it. So this is one of them ones though. ServiceNow. So let's flash on the screen. Our earnings calendar. I can kind of stay in this screen, all right? I can stay. Let's see here. So just so y'all can get a quick little screenshot if you need to get a little snapshot, because this page you do have to pay for. I stole it. I stole the earnings calendar from a different YouTuber's channel. So, just, making it available for y'all, because y'all deserve that, right? Y'all deserve having access to what I have access to, and that's why, I put it out there. So I feel like Morning Bell is a success today. Let's see what else we're talking about here before we clock out. Bloomberg is magnificent 7.
Healthy rotation at all times. Profit taking, rebalancing. It's hard to do when the momentum is on your side and all the headlines about the hyperscalers and about the massive demand, this vertical wall of demand that we've heard. But that type of rotation should be happening at all times.
As a creator?
Would there be a buying opportunity? Only to the index weight, I would say, not to go overweight in this area. It is prone to uncertainty. As we mentioned, it's extremely difficult to model really some of the trajectories. There are so many uncertainties. And even those at the frontier models themselves, who are very close to the coalface here, are admitting that they are dealing with essentially combinations, permutations that they cannot properly calculate. So let's stick with some of the known quantities, which is the demand for, say, compute, the demand for energy, and the demand for financing. Some of those, and healthcare too, some of those sectors that have...
Why all the people on these American channels have all these accents? Like, are we doomed in the financial space? I feel like every person on these lives has been literally just an accent. I don't know. That's been very interesting to, I guess, see, acknowledge, to notice, I guess. It could just be me.
Of that war chest. And they will need to do financing, and there has to be creative financing. And we've seen the investment bankers being very creative in this market. They're also benefiting from a high volume of trading, a lot of positive momentum from these individuals with their retirement accounts. So I would say all of that is pointing very much towards the banks. They're not overstretched. They're well capitalized.
Screwed,
and I believe it is a very solid sector for the near term.
We're screwed. What up, everybody over here? TikTok, say what's up. From last week. Big beats for the equities trading.
Ethan, really wonderful to catch up with you this morning. That's Monetta's Ethan Devitt. Let's get a check on your equity markets about 8 minutes into your trading day. And we are moving higher, though there are more stocks moving to the downside than the upside, but that's because big tech is doing well. We are up 52 points this morning, 0.7%. Some of the stocks that are moving higher, NVIDIA helping to lead the gains. That on its own is adding 13 points to this S&P 500. That's followed by Alphabet, Broadcom, Micron. So the chip stocks, again, having a good day. Alphabet is up. After that,
I'm not going to show y'all today, but like I'm working on this Excel sheet that does the same exact thing. Price, points, percentage change, like color coordinating. Like it's going to be like this super cool Excel sheet that I'm going to share with the ones who paying attention on the live and tapped in, and I'll make sure I share that. Maybe I'll show y'all a glimpse of it tomorrow during the opening bell. But I like this.
Oil has been bouncing around this morning, and infotech and communication services moving higher again. A lot of that is Alphabet.
They're saying
ahead of their earnings as well.
It's really interesting to see, Danny.
They're saying software is really going to be the next shift. We'll see that.
And then now, I mean, they just bounce back from.
Yeah, it is narrative ping pong that we're living through.
I like that narrative ping pong. Coming up next, we have the CEO of Airbus joining us live from the Farnborough Air Show.
Definitely don't want to hear no CEO of Airbus talking. That is not what we want. Of course, we got commercials. Got to skip out on those. Like, what is, let's see, my man said he liked mustard. So Heinz, did Heinz go private? No, Kraft Heinz. My guy said he was into eating mustard. I always recommend people to look into the companies that you are aware of. If you spend money in beauty, look into beauty. If you spend money on food, look into food. Cheesecake Factory. You have an Elf in beauty. You have Tesla in cars, electricity, SpaceX if you want to lose some money right now, because I guess everybody's losing money on SpaceX. But I feel like SpaceX might be like a good future. Like, I don't know what the floor is. I don't really know what it's worth. But let's see. Let's ask. What's the real, let's call it intrinsic value of SpaceX stock, and how many times earnings is it currently trading? So I've learned that it's always good to know how many times earnings that a stock is trading. I've learned that, right? It tells you something. Not everything, but it tells you something. Okay, current valuation. P/E ratio currently is at 0. Gotcha. The company reported a net loss of $4.9 billion in 2025. It's trading at, oh my goodness. Lord. I need y'all to see this. Analysts project that if the stock maintains its current price, it is trading at approximately 192 times forecasted 2027 earnings. Do you know that they consider like 30 times earnings expensive? This one's trading at 192 times 2027 earnings, right? Remember I told y'all, a lot of it's valued off of future earnings. Wow. This is crazy. Wow. It won't even tell me the real intrinsic value. Because, wow, that's crazy. My bad, y'all. The alarm's going off. I'm thrown off right now. This is interesting. So I guess it's based off Starlink and AI integration. That's interesting. All right, we still got commercials on Yahoo Live. I guess this is the point where people go to break. I don't want to co-host because people had already jumped on and was doing some weird stuff. So I don't, until I really know who y'all are, unless y'all consistently on the lives, I don't want to co-host on the lives and y'all put weird stuff on here. Dude was asking for like Cash Apps. So it's like I'm still learning how to use the TikTok live. So I can't co-host yet until I get it together. All right, let's see. We got anything more fun? Bloomberg
upgrading Netflix to buy. The analyst seeing an opportunity
telling y'all about Netflix.
The stock's recent sell-off on disappointing earnings. Next up, Stifel cutting its price target.
I love that they're promoting Netflix, so I feel like I gotta watch Netflix. But like I always say, by the time it hit the news, by the time it's on that channel, like we already late. So just be paying attention. I like it moving up. I might have to, you know what? Put my phone on. Let's get off TikTok live. Shout out TikTok. Shout out to everybody who pulled up.
It's just the latest consumer-oriented company.
Let's go. We have 5 comments, 60 viewers, and no one donated anything. It's all good though.
Bailey, I mean,
let's
it's
clip.
Pretty cool to get a sandwich-based IPO after
we can
everyone
clip
was so
something. That's hard.
Like AI. I'm like, cool. Real world stuff is coming
That's
to this
so
market.
hard. I didn't know you could do that.
Quickly things shift, Danny, right? We were talking about record-setting debuts for SK Hynix, for SpaceX, everything around the AI infrastructure build-out had been kind of roaring, and now we're shifting as that fades away into the background into some consumer names. So we do have the launch of Jersey Mike's. We are expecting potentially Cumberland Farms.
Clipping, is it? We still on live? I'm focused on clipping.
Day or so as well. So a pair of consumer companies looking to go public at a time where there's still very much uncertainty around the U.S. consumer.
So then how is Jersey Mike's growth strategy compared with other fast food chains? Because you did mention that they don't have as much of an international footprint as, like, say, Subway, which is why maybe that's why I know.
Jersey Mike's is very much is only focused here in the U.S. and in Canada, but they brought back and partnered with with the founder of the company to expand in the UK. So that's been their big pitch from an international perspective, is using their roots to build out the offer in the UK. We were actually talking on our desk today about
so we're not going to clip
nothing. You spent some time living in the UK. Does London really have a sandwich scene? California, where I'm from, doesn't have a deli scene.
It does, but it's like Italian.
Yeah, too though. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
Jersey Mike's isn't Italian.
No, but they're like American Italian. It's absolutely different, Bailey.
Tapping into the countdown. You want it, so you
want it. There are good ones, but they also do have sad lunch. Yeah,
maybe we'll clip a different day.
Sad British food. On this, I mean, look.
For today we went live.
And, like, run with it.
There's so much marketing.
They've had Danny DeVito almost not just being a spokesperson for Jersey Mike's, but for Blackstone too. I think he was in their Christmas
100.
video. But they've only held this company for less than 2 years, right? I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround to IPO it.
We did good on live, so.
The funny thing is, you go back to the acquisition, which closed in January of last year, was, okay, what's Blackstone's strategy? Because this is a company that, for all intents and purposes, could have IPO'd at the time. Was the pitch from
I guess
bankers.
You could do
now
live.
You bring in Blackstone, you bring in an experienced leadership team, the team that helped lead Wingstop not too long ago. They are pros. When I talk to folks on the buy side, they're excited about this company. The big question comes back to,
it's been a day, y'all.
Is the international
I don't know if we should go to
and then the big debate at the end of the day is, it's still.
I don't know if we should be going to. Oh, I did say we're gonna look into Netflix. My bad, y'all. We're gonna do a in-day trade.
Because most of the time we talk about, and you've broken a lot of news
in-day
from
trade.
Anthropic and OpenAI. Can you talk to us about the magnitude of
Let's
this
see.
IPO and maybe just investor sentiment? Like, is it still exciting when it's not related to AI or data centers?
It's funny because a year or two ago, if you said there's a
I like Netflix. I really do, and I feel like I do have to like
or 26.5 billion. This is still
buy some, but I ain't gonna be able to do it on them. I like purchasing my stock on my computer. So I'm gonna watch for Netflix to drop today, though.
According to the filing, would be around $8 billion.
I do like it for it to drop. So, but I may get in a little bit today just to make sure I don't. My strategies, I like to start my positions by slowly getting in. It may be a small amount. It could be 2 shares, 3 shares, 4 shares, 5 shares, and then. You know, when I already know I'm gonna go into something long term, I just say, okay, I'm gonna invest in this, and then if it goes down a little bit more, I'll get a little bit more. That's why you don't go in so hard. You know, you go in a couple shares just to make sure you get in. You know, so you don't miss out on nothing, Nathan. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that way's not bad because if you lose, you only lose on a couple shares, handful of shares, a couple $100. So it's not as bad than just going all in, even though like sometimes that's when the best opportunity is. You know, you just go all in, and then you reap the benefits at the end. So
nice to see you.
We'll see though.
Is the demand story looking okay at the moment? I've got a Gulf War that's
how should we close this out though? I really don't want to close out. I really just want to be on live all day.
Consumers are starting to get a little bit more cautious again. Well,
I literally can't.
Of the show and it started very strongly.
But it's been fun, y'all.
We still see a very strong demand.
We're gonna
we have a backlog of more than 9,000.
So alarm's gonna go off again. We got bills to pay. So we have things to do today.
Long-range aircraft.
And
the Middle East crisis is actually fooling some demand because price of oil is very high.
Finna get to it.
Efficient aircraft are in more demand. Do you like the economy right now? Do you get a sense that what we're seeing at the moment is sustainable? Or are you starting to get a little bit nervous?
All right,
It's a very complex economy. It's a very complex world, very fast changing, very unpredictable. But we have more visibility than others with the backlog we have, with a very strong demand for
my bad, yeah. I'm really just bullshitting the whole second. Say, oh, here we go. Netflix is heading down. I really just want to watch Netflix today. Let's watch Netflix today. Let's watch Netflix today.
But you're struggling. You've got well-documented engine issues.
I just want to
You and I have joked in the past about building gliders. You'd like to produce at rate 75, but you probably can't. So what rate can you produce at? What are you doing right now?
We have a plan to go to rate 75, and we are equipped. We have made the investment, and we have the support from the supply chain to get there. So there is absolutely no doubt, in my perspective, that we'll get to the rate 75. And when we look at what we have achieved already in the first half of this year, we have increased by 15%.
I think it's fair to call it for the day.
First half of 2025. So we are progressing well. We are doing what we wanted to do.
So that's what we're gonna do, y'all. I appreciate
875
y'all for watching.
For 2026, that is very consistent.
We supposed to close out
close to rate 75 or
the right way.
For the end of next year.
Okay.
So let's make sure we do that. Let's make sure we do that. Close out the right way. You know.
Doesn't feel like a nightmare.
Let's close out the righteous way, the only way. Can't be closing out with, you know, these guys talking in European in the background. We are here reporting live from Atlanta. So let's get it right. I don't want to hear you, Mr. CEO Guillaume Fori. Right now we're looking at Netflix and we're closing out the right way. Let's go.
Let me tell you about my ghetto lover. A mother of two and she got 5 brothers.
Let's
like
go.
No other, you can smell her tongue 'cause she smell like cinnamon and cocoa butter.
Let's
she
go.
Got a man and that shit above her. Her best friend dumb and dumb.
Let's go. Let's get y'all glow. Let's get y'all glow. Glow. We heading out, y'all.
She see my face before she think I'm trying to set her up. She said she had a man and told my ass to get the fuck. But I'd be damned if I get turned down. Maybe I'm not letting up. Baby, baby.